In the previous session, we set up the Anim blueprint to support montages. It's time for us to go further and actually set up the montage so that it can play an entire combo within it. I'm going to open up the attack montage now, and this is what we had set up earlier. We had a simple singular attack, but I want more than that. If I go to this, I can see that player attack does that, but if I scroll down in my asset browser, I can also see that there's a swing one end. So I'm going to drag this in, and you'll notice that we now can go from one animation to the other. Okay? I'm now going to get swing 2, and I'm going to drag that in as well. So we have attack 1 and attack 2. So I'm dragging in attack 2. Now it's going to look a bit weird when we first do it, but that's okay. I'm now going to get swing 2 end and drag that in. We've now got attack 1 and attack 2, swing 1 and swing 2 end. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up so that the game knows that these are sections that relate to each other. To do that, all I have to do here is I right click and I create a new montage section. And this section is going to be called attack 1. Now, by default, it's gone ahead and added it alongside a default montage, and I don't want that, so I'm going to right click, and to be clear, you need to really right click on that green line and hit delete section, and that'll get rid of the default one. So we have attack 1. Let's keep going. I'm going to add another new montage section, and this is going to be called attack 1 end, or end 1 actually. So we now have attack 1 and end 1. And if I click here, again, new montage section, and this is going to be attack 2. And over here, it's 2. Now, if I scroll down the bottom here, I can see that each of these sections are all in this line where it says preview all sections. Now what this is actually telling the game is that if you ever play attack 1, play end 1 next, then play attack 2, and then play end 2. But I don't actually want that. So watch what happens if I click the X next to this. It removes it and takes it out of the chain. I'm going to do that again. And if I hit preview on this, it'll now just play attack 1 followed by end 1, attack 1, end 1, over and over again. Now, I'm going to do the same thing, but after attack 1, I'm going to play end 2. Now, you can't drag up, which may be what you expect to happen. Instead, I have to click attack 2 and then tell it that the next piece is end 2. I can now preview, and I can see that end 2 works and attack 1 works. Now the reason I'm doing it this way is what we're going to be doing is we're going to make it so that when you attack, the game's going to go, okay, is the animation playing already? No, it's not. In that case, I'll fire off the anim montage. Oh, it is playing already. If it is playing already, let's see if they're in this attack 1 section. And if they are, let's make the next section attack 2 instead of end 1. That way I can then just cleanly work between those two. So here to here. So that's all we're going to do to set it up, and to do that I'm now going to click save, and I'll show you in the next section how to tie together individual anim montage sections. I want you to open up your character base, and where we currently have the try melee event, it's just currently calling play anim montage. Now what we're going to do instead is we're first going to check to see if that montage is already active. So to do that, what I need to do is right click and type in anim instance and get the anim instance. Now this is going to be a reference essentially to our blueprint, our animation blueprint, and what we're going to do is off of that we're going to say is the montage active, which means we can look up a montage such as the attack montage and see if that's currently active. Now if that's currently active, so if the montage is already playing, that's when we would do a combo. Now if it's not playing, that's when we will launch into the montage itself. So try melee is going to plug into the branch, and this is going to be in the false. So if that's currently not active, we want to start playing it. And the section we want to start at is attack 1. Now the next thing that we're going to do is, if this is true, then what we want to do is we want to find out what the current section that's playing is. So we're going to get current section. And the section we're going to look up is in the night montage. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drag off of this and I'm going to do a switch. Now by doing a switch, what it lets me do is, depending on the result that comes through here, to do a different next animation, and I'll show you how that works. I'm going to click on the switch and I'm going to add a pin, and you'll notice it's given me a new output. Now I'm going to be checking, am I currently in attack 1? Because if I'm in attack 1, what I want to do is set up the next attack to be attack 2 instead of end 1. So to do that, all I need to do is get the anim instance and call montage set next section. I'm going to plug this into attack 1. I'm also going to just quickly clean this up a little with some reroute nodes by double clicking. Cool. Now I've got that, I'm referencing that there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say the section name to change is going to be the montage get current section. So we already know what section we're in, which should be just attack 1. And the section that I want to switch into is going to be attack 2. So we're going to switch from one to the other. I'm going to compile and save. So before I hit play, the very last thing I need to do is, instead of calling the play anim montage that we set up, I need to go to my controller and I need to call the function try melee. Compile, save, and now I'm going to hit play. And you'll see that it's playing the first, and if I double click during the attack, it'll now play the second swipe. See that? So it's switching between the animations. However, if I just play once, it'll do the correction, and if I do the second, it'll also do it. Now the cool thing with this is that the system is really simple, and if I had multiple animations that I was switching to, I could actually say add pin, if this is playing attack 2, set attack 3, so whatever combo I wanted to have, as the next thing. And I could have an entire combo chain set up by literally just adding switch section names into this little bit here. That's all it would take. Now the next thing that we're going to do, now that we've got that basic stuff in there, is move on to magic.